Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a next level steak tartare. I was trying to come up with a funny joke to start this episode, but it turns out that they're all raffle. We have fun here.
Leo cooks things, I cook things.
Let's make some steak tartare. First up, we're going to start by getting boned up. Steak tartare is normally pretty lean, so I like to add some bone marrow in there to give it a nice fatty richness. Fatty richness. I'm going to use 2 beef bones here. You can ask your butcher to cut the bones in half lengthwise, or if you're a stud like me, do it by hand. Now we're going to lightly salt our bones. Not too much, just a little bit of salt. Give it some freshly crackles as well. I crinkled up some parchment here to help the bones remain upright, but you can ask your butcher to shave the bottom so they're just flat-ish. Flattish. Flattish. That's a Pokemon. No, oddish. Never mind. Keep it going. Now I'm going to put these in a 450-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. And after about 15 to 20 minutes, this is what you're left with. Take a look at this, basically. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. Now we're just going to scoop out that bone marrow. Look at that. Look at that. It just should come out super easily. That bone marrow is going to add a really nice richness to our tartare. Beautiful bone marrow. Gorgeous bone marrow. Okay, let's prep the other stuff. Come on. Now we're going to do a little quick shallot chop. Remove the skin because it's not very good mouthfeel. Now we're going to do a little tiny brunoise and a little nice dice now. And that's how you do a brunoise. Basically a fancy term for tiny dice. Tiny dice. Tiny dice. Tiny dice. Get some tiny dice. Relax. Put that in a bowl. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-lets. We're far from the shallots now. Moving on. I'm going to do 2 anchovy fillets. These are going to add a nice little umami to our tartare. Anchovies are so good. We're going to put that in the bowl as well. Boop, 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 boop. For our garnish, we're going to chop up a couple chives. And now let's cut up our meat. Ooh. Traditionally, you would use a filet mignon for your beef, but I find that Bavette is much tastier. I'm basically cutting lanyards, then I'm going to flip them over and then cut them again, and it's going to give us these nice little cubes. These little cubes of meat. A lot of people shy away from making tartare at home because they're worried about the whole raw meat thing. But honestly, just get your meat from a good butcher and you'll be fine. Probably fine. Get your meat from a dumpster in the back of a Walgreens? Don't do that. Don't do that. Why would you do that? Don't eat Walgreens dumpster meat. Don't do it. Now we're going to add our meat to the bowl. Whoop. The reason why we cut the meat last is because we want to keep it in the fridge as long as possible before serving. That makes it safer. And safety comes first with food. I think. Safety or deliciousness. Who knows? Now we're going to add in our bone marrow. Oh boy. The zest of about half a lemon. A little bit of lemon juice, not too much. I'm going to mix all that up. Tiny squirt of olive oil, just a little bit. Make it a little extra wet. Hit it with a little bit of salt. A little freshly crackles. A little bit of pecorino romano. And we're going to finish it off with a little bit of black truffle because evidently saving for your retirement is boring. Ooh, a little bit of black truffle, just a bit of black truffle. Bougie! And then you're left with a perfect little tartare. Let's plate. We're going to start by putting down a mold on our plate. We're going to spoon in that tartare. Gorgeous. A little bit more because we deserve it. Then we're going to hit it with a little bit of chives. Then we're going to put down a little sous vide egg yolk. Just a little bit of chives on top of that. Then we're going to finish it off with a few pickled onions. So pretty. Now slowly remove the mold. A little bit of gochugaru on top, why not? And that's a perfect tartare right there. That's rawsome. And now you go in my mouth. Oh yeah, a little bread action. Oh boy, oh boy. Tartare's so good. Tartare, not scary, delicious. Best lunch ever. Bye friends. Tartare in my mouth.